What's going on, guys? It's Brandon, finally, and very happy to be back making videos as I don't have any more vacations planned for the rest of the year, hopefully. I don't really plan them, so we can hope. But while free agency is now basically concluded, not much happened while I was gone, nothing worthy to make a separate video about. So today I just want to talk about the free agency of the Chicago Blackhawks. So we got 7 guys up on the board. There's 7 major signings. They made some re-signings, which I didn't include. Joey Anderson, Lashunov got his entry-level deal, Cole Gutman, but I wasn't going to include those. We got the new guys on the board. We'll be doing, of course, when we get closer to the season, my projected lines and stuff like that. So let's get right into this. To start off, the 29-year-old Tyler Bertuzzi signed a 4-year, $5.5 million contract. That equates to about, I think, $22 million, if I'm correct, right there. So for Bertuzzi, he was signed in the very first hours of free agency. He might have actually even been the first signing. Last year with Toronto, he played 80 games, 21 goals, 22 assists, 43 points. Top 6 guy for the Hawks, and someone who I think is going to play on Bedard's left wing. Definitely improves the top 6 for the Hawks, and we'll see how he does. Along with him to improve the top 6, we have a returning face. 2015 Stanley Cup champion with the Hawks, Teuvo Teravainen. He's 29. He will be 30 at the start of the season. 3 years, $5.4 million. 2023-24 with Carolina, where he's been since 2017, I want to say, 2016-17. 76 games, 25 goals, 28 assists, 53 points. A little bit of a down year by his standards, but Teravainen going to join into that top 6. I think he's going to join Bertuzzi and Bedard on that top line. So right there, the top 6 gets a huge boost with these 2 signings. We'll skip down now to Laurent Brossoit, who's 31 years of age, 2 years by $3.3 million. Very good backup goaltender, 23-24 with Winnipeg, 22 games played, 15-5-2 with a .927 save percentage and a 2.00 goals against average. 3 shutouts in there as well. He's a very dependable backup, so Mrazek and Brossoit is going to be the tandem, and I think that's going to be the best part of the team this year. I think their tandem is going to be really good in net, and they should win a few more games this year because of it. Moving on to Craig Smith, he's 34, will be 35. This is simply a depth signing, 1 year by $1 million. 2023-24 with Dallas, he played 75 games, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 points. Nearing the end of his career in the NHL, so gets a 1-year deal here just to provide some depth for in case of any injuries happen, which they will because that's how the NHL works. So for Craig Smith, welcome to the team. Pat Maroon, 36 years of age, won by $1.3 million. Never in my life did I think Pat Maroon was going to be a Chicago Blackhawk, but 2023-24, which he played with Minnesota and Boston, 51 games played, 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points. This is to add some grit to the bottom 6 if he does play every game. I think he's also going to be a piece of depth, as the Hawks are starting to accumulate depth, something they didn't have last year, and something when injuries started to pile up, they couldn't fight against other teams with that depth. Then the big one, the one that I cannot believe actually happened. Alec Martinez is a member of the Chicago Blackhawks. 36 years of age, will be 37, 1-year contract worth $4 million. 2023-24 with Vegas, he played 55 games, 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points. He did have a leg injury in that season. And for Martinez, broke my heart in 2014. See him on the Hawks, hurts a little bit. But he's going to provide a veteran leadership presence on that back end. He's going to be simply there to mentor the young guys. Guys like Korchinski, Lashunov, guys that are going to be playing in this lineup. That's what his role is there. So we'll see how he does in his role as a veteran, getting older defenseman nearing the end of his career. TJ Brodie was someone I expected to be on the Hawks a couple years ago, but he finally makes it here now. 34 years of age, signs a 2-year, $3.75 million contract per year. 2023-24 with Toronto, he had played 78 games, 1 goal, 25 assists, 26 points. I only added the regular season stats on this because I didn't think playoffs mattered with this team. So for Brodie, people from Toronto will say he sucks and he's useless. I say he's another good veteran presence on that blue line to mentor the young guys. When you have all these young guys coming up, as I mentioned, Korchinski, Lashunov, you also have Del Mastro, you have Kaiser, you have Phillips, you have Crevier, you have all these young defensemen that are still coming up in the ranks. They're going to need these mentors who've had a lot of NHL experience. Guys especially like Martinez, 37, going to be a 37-year-old defenseman. He's won 2 Stanley Cups and been a big part of those. Bergeron has won a Stanley Cup as a goaltender. Teravainen has won a cup with the Hawks. Don't think Craig Smith has won. Brody, no. Maroon won a cup with St. Louis and 2 with Tampa, so he's got 3 Stanley Cups to his name. A lot of championship adding to this team, getting that experience in there. Experience is very important in this day and age in the NHL, and the Hawks are adding that up. So when their team is ready to make that jump, they will be ready. Overall, I think it's a very good free agency for the Hawks. Of course, nothing like Nashville had, but Nashville's in a completely different spot. They are looking to buy, get better, and contend for the Stanley Cup. Hawks are still in rebuilding mode, and this is what they need to do. They just keep adding around Bedard at the centerpiece. You got 2 defensemen, Korchinski and Lushunov, who are the future. Add around them with veterans. Same up front. Add depth up front with Smith and Maroon. Hawks addressed mostly all of their needs in this free agency, and that's good. Very good. Anyway, that's going to be all I have for you guys in this one. It's good to be back making videos again, and I shall see you all in the next one. Look out for a video on the second channel later on today. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.